Have you ever wondered why you never heard back from a job application? Hello, Kayleen Martin, founder of Ripple Recruitment, talent agent and recruitment specialist. So you've sent a new job application and you think you would be great for the role, but you never hear back. Why oh why, you ask? Of course, there are many reasons why. Perhaps you actually weren't suitable for the role. Someone else simply presented just that bit better on paper than you did. Your cover letter was not targeted to the job, your CV was not polished, you didn't answer all the questions asked, you didn't attach all the documentation required, or your application was sent to the round file by an AI tracker or gatekeeping bot. Yes, you heard right. Before your CV even reaches a human, there is a good chance it has first been analysed by a tracking system. That tracking system uses algorithms to assess your suitability for the role before it is even seen by a human. At this point, your application is either rejected and sent into a black hole or approved for human screening. So, why do recruiters use tracking software? It is used to organise applications and manage applicants through the screening and hiring process, and it saves recruiters time by removing unsuitable applicants. It can also be used to improve diversity hiring by removing human bias. So, how does tracking software work? There are many functionalities in these tracking systems, and some have more than others. But generally, the system will scan the application documents for keywords that identify the hard skills that are required for the position. So, if your application documents don't contain the required keywords for your application will be rejected. They also often have knockout questions such as, are you able to work in Auckland City? If the job requires you to work in Auckland City and you answer no, then the system will knock you out. These systems are basically job and job applicant matchmakers, and they are forever becoming more and more clever. Some of them even assess your behaviour on the site receiving your application. Of course, these tracking systems do mean that some good applicants are not considered for the role for illegitimate reasons, and the algorithms can also inadvertently create bias, limiting the hiring diversity a business is seeking. But the benefits to the recruiter outweigh these negatives. So, here are some tips to beat the bots. But please, use these tips regardless of whether you think a bot may be in use or not. It is best to assume a tracking system is in use. So number 1, polish your CV and make sure it includes keywords, especially those used in the vacancy advertisement. Secondly, provide a cover letter, especially if it is requested, and personalise it to the specific job. I believe you should always include a cover letter. It shows that you made a real effort to be considered for the role, and its content may be your point of difference over another applicant. Thirdly, answer every question asked of you. Don't take it upon yourself to decide what is or is not an important or relevant question. Fourth, use a text-based application like Word rather than a PDF document. Number 5, review the company in LinkedIn and see if you know any of its employees who may be able to put in a good word for you. Finally, don't try and cheat the bot. Be truthful in your application. Some candidates think to know me is to love me, and that may be so. But if a recruiter sees you have cheated the bot, you run the risk of annoying them and being knocked out anyway, and perhaps even being tagged in the system as DNH, or do not hire. In case you are wondering, we use minimal AI or artificial intelligence and knockout questions at Ripple Recruitment because we are always focused on delivering a personalised top-level service to both our company and candidate clients alike. And we do this to facilitate a perfect employer-employee union. So now, if you don't hear back from a job application, I hope I have given you some insight as to why and some tips to minimise that. Thank you for watching. Bye for now. Stay safe.